That's it right now, T-Nip.
What's up, YouTube? It's this CrownSpectro back here with another video for you guys, and today we're gonna be talking about a classic game called Soulcalibur. Alright, honestly, this game, it hasn't stopped being made or anything like that. This is what I'm here to talk about. Soulcalibur was one of the games I used to play a lot back on the Xbox. Surprisingly, yes, this was probably like one of the first few Xbox games I ever played. And this is the fact that I own a PlayStation first, but regardless of that point, I was still exploring to what games the Xbox the 360 had to offer. So, and I stumbled upon the Soulcalibur, and Soulcalibur was really fun. But I think Soulcalibur is on both consoles. I just ended up getting it on the Xbox first, so I pretty much grew more used to playing it on Xbox. Anyways, it's like Soulcalibur was, unique. It had a unique feeling to it when I played it. All the characters felt new. I didn't really know where none of the characters were from. I just knew they were all cool, and they all had crazy abilities you can use and fight with. And they all had this all different set of fighting styles and moves, which made me enjoy the game even more, especially going against friends. When you invite friends over and you hand them that second controller, you can just go at it all night. Soul Calibur gave me that feeling, and for that, I thank Soul Calibur for. But the real question I'm here to talk about today is that Soul Calibur, is actually still going. I did not know that. Honestly, I did not know Soul Calibur was still going. And it's funny, cause like out of all the games, I made a video of what happened to these games. A part of my per se what happened series, I guess you can call it. And, I never know what happened to Soul Calibur, but it's funny because I didn't know that Soul Calibur had a Soul Calibur 6 that came out in 2018. I honestly didn't know that. The last Soul Calibur I played was Soul Calibur 4, and that was the one with Darth Vader and Yoda. Man, I had so much fun playing that, man. That was so much fun. Alright, and no, I kind of fell off from Soul Calibur after that. I'm not entirely sure what really happened with Soul Calibur. I remember that Soul Calibur was developed by Bandai Namco, and that Soul Calibur still was going really kind of. It really shocked me, like that Soul Calibur is in esports and everything, and this is really how I found out about it. When I saw like a little recommended video. On YouTube, I recommended you some very random stuff, but this time it actually was not too random. Just the fact it was gaming wise. And Soul Calibur Esports, man, Soul Calibur 6, I'm like, that was a Soul Calibur 6, like, really? Like, I honestly didn't know. I honestly did not know Soul Calibur had made a 6 Soul Calibur, and I was like, wow. Now, I knew about Soul Calibur 5, and I heard that game wasn't all that well. I heard that a lot of people wasn't feeling that game too much. I'm not gonna speak on it because honestly, I didn't play it. And Soul Calibur 6, I didn't play Soul Calibur 6 either, but from what I see of the characters look really dope in that game, and the game looks really good. It's even for back then, during the early times of 2011, Soul Calibur 3 and 4 looked really good for that time. Like the actual characters and the actual, how the fighters looked inside the game actually looked it really really good. I was really actually impressed by Bandai for what they did with Soul Calibur. It's only I only wish they can do this with some of their other games, but that's besides the point. You know, Soul Calibur was, I won't say it's not one of a kind. It's kind of like your typical fighting game, like kind of like how Street Fighter or Tekken, you guys go head to head, choose your fighter, go head to head, and the winner takes all, you know, and I always like games like that because it brings more competition into it. The only bad side part about these sort of games is kind of like when you play these games, you kind of can't play them for long. You can't play them for long unless you're playing with friends, because if you're not playing with friends, you get kind of bored of these games. And I'm not entirely sure what made me quit playing Soul Calibur in general. I can't honestly remember, so I'm not gonna sit here and make assumptions on why I just ended up quitting playing it. But if I really had to guess, I guess I just didn't really have anybody else to play Soul Calibur with. Not like locally. I feel like I always had this little thing about these sort of games right here. I always feel like I need to play these games, you know, besides one. I always prefer local play over online play with these sort of games right here. Online play is fun and everything, but it's just not the same feeling and experience that you would get from locally playing, you know, with someone right beside you, because you know it's more competitive. There's something about that, you know, there's just more competitive feel to it. And that's not to knock, you know, online play. You know, I have a lot of fun playing online games and stuff like that. I play online a lot. You know, online is still fun. But I'm just talking about in these sort of games in general. You know, like Soulcalibur or Tekken or something like that. Like Tekken is also another great game. You know, and you know, it has a lot of great characters. It's a great franchise in total. But you know, I personally couldn't play Tekken online a lot. I probably played like 2 matches before. Honestly, I would just lose interest because you know it's like, yeah, like okay, I played these matches, but like you know, it's just online match against someone. Honestly, I just don't know. You know, it's just something about, you know, playing against your friends or something like that, locally playing. You know, and this is much more funner. Maybe you guys, some of you guys get it, some of you guys don't. You know, we all got our own personal taste of how we prefer to play games, locally and online. But that's not to diss neither one. Local play and online play are both two great things to enjoy and, you know, experience. And Soulcalibur, you know, was one of those games in the beginning where we all was playing Soulcalibur at some point in our time in life. Maybe we may not have remembered this game. Maybe this game has faded into the back of our memories and has just sat there. It's there, because like when you think of Soulcalibur, somebody mentions the game Soulcalibur, you may not immediately think of the game Soulcalibur, but you recognize the name Soulcalibur. So at some point your mind is gonna get to searching and searching until you finally figure out where that name Soulcalibur comes from. And you know, you get to thinking about this, you know, all these crazy characters, you know, with the crazy different abilities and swords. And not to mention, Soulcalibur has some really dope character outfits in this game. And I'm talking about, they made their characters look really, really dope, alright? I'm not even gonna sit here and lie about that. Soulcalibur, man, their characters look really good. And you know, Soulcalibur 6 is like, you know, from what I seen of it, you know, I decided to check out a little bit of gameplay of it. You know, Soulcalibur 6 was really, really good, you know. And Soulcalibur 6 just looks like it looks great, honestly. You know, for what it's worth. And I didn't even know it came out last year. I'm sitting here thinking Soulcalibur 6 came out maybe like 2 years ago, because I feel like I would have noticed it. But you know, I guess, you know, you can't keep up with every single game that released in 1 year. So I guess this is one of the games I just so happened to overlook and miss. And you know, Soulcalibur is most definitely a great franchise and a great series. But I'm just sitting here, I had to make this video, right? You guys, I had to talk about Soulcalibur because, you know, Soulcalibur is fun. You know, as far as, you know, unique characters and guest characters go, you know, Soulcalibur was one of the first few games to do that, you know, to have the little guest characters from different, you know, franchises and different series and or sort, you know, like how the, you know, Yoda and Darth Vader, you know, it was really dope. And you know, that Soulcalibur, you know, it's not really talked about as much these days. Or maybe I'm just not aware, or maybe I don't have many friends that play it nowadays. But you know, I do know it got its own esports, so it must have something going for itself. You guys tell me what you think down in the comment section below about the Soulcalibur franchise, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.